Hola, hola, yo soy Lisa Hernández.
Y yo soy Celeste Hernández.
Y esto es
Mariachi Y Más
Podcast.
Yay. Welcome back.
Bienvenidos, ¿cómo están? Tenemos a una súper invitada de lujo, como cada semana tenemos a nuestra bella y admirable Crystal. Un aplauso para Crystal.
Thank you for coming, Crystal.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Gracias por abrirnos las puertas de tu bella casa. Estamos en la ciudad de Newport Beach, California, para los que no saben.
It's a beautiful day today, too.
Es un día hermoso. Bueno, queremos empezar este episodio con una frase positiva. La frase dice, no cuentes los días, haz que los días cuenten.
And in English, that means don't count your days, make your days count.
Y ahí está, exactamente.
So beautiful.
No sabemos lo que tú estás pasando atrás de esta cámara, so te mandamos vibras positivas siempre. Saludcita,
Salud.
primas
Salud.
queridas. Y bueno, ahora sí, por favor, Crystal, preséntate a nuestro público.
Hola, soy Crystal Hernández. Soy la hija de maestro José Hernández y la prima de Celeste y Lisa. Y estoy muy emocionado de estar aquí con ustedes. Y soy músico, soy músico y maestra. Y nomás estoy aquí
Disfrutando la vida.
disfrutando la vida, sí.
Exactamente. Un aplauso para Crystal, que habló mucho español, nomás para que sepan. No se siente tan a gusto hablar el español porque piensa que no lo sabe al 100% como lo hablo yo, y esto también va para la chulita allá de la esquina. También se siente a veces avergonzada por su español, pero yo les digo que si no tratan y hacen esos errores, no van a aprender. So, les pido a ustedes del otro lado que por favor sean nice con ellas. Y si hacen un errorcito o piden ayuda en una palabra, para eso estamos todos, para que alguien allá atrás que quizás no sepa inglés tenga esa confianza de decir, bueno, ellas no hablan el español perfecto, están tratando, sin embargo, yo también voy a tratar. So, simplemente positivity es lo que pedimos, no sean malitos, ¿ok? Pero sí.
Amor y paz.
Amor y paz. Bueno, como dijo, es la hija menor de nuestro tío José Hernández. Es un honor aquí tenerla con nosotros. Ya sé que quizás mucha gente va a decir, pero pues no es músico de mariachi. Es que no saben lo que esta chica ha hecho. O sea, se acaba de graduar del colegio. Ella nos va a explicar su historia y todo lo que ha hecho. Tenemos muchas preguntas. Nos preguntaron muchas personas cosas por ti.
I'm
Quiero que
shocked.
sepas.
I don't know. I just didn't know what to expect.
Ya, yo sé, pero la verdad que sí, mucha gente tuvo cosas bonitas que preguntarte. Es a lo que vamos ahorita, pero Celeste va a empezar con la primera pregunta.
Okay. The first one would be, when will you join Reinas?
So, Reina's, I feel like has been such it's been something like I've been looking forward to for forever. It makes me emotional.
Good, please.
It's okay. Good emotions.
I love this music so much, and it's been something I've been really working towards, not just being like a good mariachi or whatever, but just to be a good musician and a good leader. And I feel like I've had such an amazing family and support system around me to push me to be better as a musician, an educator, and performer, and a person. And Reinas, I'm so excited for. So the last 4 years, I've been really working hard in university and just graduated with my music education degree. Reinas, hopefully I will be starting soon. Just graduated, so I've been working really hard to learn. It's a lot of music.
El repertorio.
Yeah,
I couldn't imagine.
yeah, it's a lot. Like, hay repertorio de chambas, hay repertorio dentro de mi escuela que necesito aprender.
Porque eres maestra, ¿verdad?
Sí, soy maestra, pero también en la universidad no tuve oportunidad o tiempo para aprender el repertorio que necesito saber dentro de Mariachi Reina, porque Mariachi Reina es algo muy diferente de de afuera, como chambeando y grupos de
que están profesionales.
Profesionales. Es música más o menos diferente. Entonces estoy día a día tratando de aprender más y más y espero que me voy a empezar en mayo. Sí, no recuerdo cualquier qué evento es. I don't remember what event it's for, but really soon I'm getting everything together, my trajes. Yeah, no, it's like something.
Yo soy bien chillona.
You know, it's also, I know,
We're
I'm
just
like,
happy
I feel
for
so bad. I
you.
just started crying immediately, but you know, my sister was a part of Raina. It's something that my dad made, you know, so.
I feel you. Yo soy bien llorona, se nota, pero yo siento lo que ella está sintiendo. Yo no soy músico. Nunca aprendí un instrumento de mariachi, pero amo el mariachi, ya saben, Celeste igual. Pero la veo y me da nostalgia porque es la que sigue de la familia. Y nuestros padres ya están mayores. So, es por eso que yo sé que le da mucho sentimiento a ella también, igual que a mí. Pero you're making everybody proud, girl. Esta es la realidad, esto es lo que es y we're proud of you. You're doing great. Vas a hacer algo increíble y congratulations. I need to go to your first show, obviously. Les avisamos por si quieren ir a verla y apoyarla. ¿Va a ser aquí en Los Ángeles o no sabes en dónde?
I don't know. I don't remember. But I know I'm trying my best to get all my trajes, you know, ordering all my trajes, getting my boots done. Angelica in
Banana.
Yeah, she's been helping me a ton. So
She's
grateful
amazing,
for her. Yeah, I'm really excited, but I'm trying to learn all the music and figure out also what type, you know, also it's very important to know what type of songs fit you too. To sing, because, you know, I'm trying to learn a little bit of like boleros, rancheras, you know, like.
What rancheras have you learned?
Pues, you know, right now I'm.
Dame una lista.
I mean, I you know, the basics. I'm learning a lot of stuff on the oh my gosh. I'm going. Oh, Linda Ronstadt. Sorry,
Perfect.
had a little blank. But you know, I grew up singing her songs, so I'm feeling good on that. And then, you know, I'm just trying to learn a little bit of everything, and then kind of see where to go from there. So
Y yo me apunto, yo te ayudo, ¿eh? Si
yeah,
quieres,
I
para
know.
la
I
cantada.
was actually thinking the other day, I was like, gosh, I wish Lisa like played an instrument because she'd be so helpful covering so many people and, like their voices and like.
She's like, hey Lisa, we need you.
Yeah, we need someone to sing this song who knows it already. You want to come?
My parents didn't want us. Well, my dad didn't want us to learn
Right.
instruments, so. And then now it's not my time anymore.
Right.
The kids, you know, let's do them. But
You could always just learn an instrument for fun.
mean.
Yeah.
Nah, no. If you need me though for any song, call me. I'll definitely help you. Always up for that. Siempre para ayudar, lo que se pueda.
Yeah.
But yeah, ya oyeron, va a empezar en Las Reinas, si Dios quiere, en mayo de este año. So,
Yeah.
wow.
So
Y en
very
el mes
exciting.
de las madres, que es lo mejor.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so I'm really excited. It's not just Reina music I'm learning. I'm learning music for like chambas and going and starting to gig. And, you know, that's also another whole world and of different music. And then I'm also doing the Mariachi Grams. So,
We'll get into
Tenemos
that.
preguntas de eso también, muchas.
you know, that's another thing.
That's
So,
freaking awesome.
a lot of different things going on in my life, but making the best of it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Bueno, otra pregunta que nos preguntaron fue, ¿cuál fue la primer canción que aprendiste a tocar?
A tocar,
Ajá.
no cantar.
No, a tocar.
¿Canciones de mariachi o
Yo me
clásicos?
imagino de mariachi.
Okay, I
No
was gonna
pusieron,
say
pero-
you're talking about Suzuki book number 1. That's so funny.
No, yo creo la primera que te aprendiste de mariachi.
Ay,
She's
no
like, you want the
recuerdo.
technical?
Cielito lindo, ¿no?
Probably. I don't remember. Like the first time I remember learning mariachi would be, or like to play mariachi, not to sing, because I've been singing, you know, for forever. But to play was in Solecitos, mariachi Solecitos.
Okay.
I remember learning Volver, Volver, Amor Eterno,
Es de cajón.
Cariño. That one. Yeah, that one. ¿Qué más? Yeah, I can. Oh, pues, and then afterwards, I'm trying to teach La Negra to all of us. That was great. But I remember a lot of my mariachi knowledge and musical knowledge. I remember learning how to tell or learn a key signature in, you know, in Tia Yoli's office. In a long time ago, right next to Cielito Lindo. How to read a key signature. My dad writing on the board with cousin Julio and everyone. He's like, I remember the song Fa do sol re la mi si mi la re sol do fa, and that's how I learn. I still read key signatures the same way. Solfeando, yeah. So
I heard that's the way to do it.
That's the way to do it. That I don't know how to do, but that's the way you do it.
You know, and going through elementary school, high school, college, having so many different music teachers, and they try to teach you their way. I'm like, no.
Do you know who my dad is?
It's just, you know.
Do you know who my father is? O sea, ¿qué te pasa?
Like, no, it's more like the way you first learn something like that, it just sticks with you. So
liar. You were thinking that. You know who my dad is?
No, she's so humble.
I mean, I am too. What's wrong with you?
Right. I'm just
take a sip.
Are you sure it's Crystal? ¿Cómo? Hoy, la gente que me conoce, obvio, sabe que soy súper humilde. Obis, nada que ver. Y me aman mil por ser como soy.
I'm just gonna. All right.
Una en español, para que no diga la gente. Ándale.
Okay. ¿Cuál es el estado de México que te más gusta? ¿Qué más te gusta? Sorry.
Está bien. Estamos aprendiendo.
El Estado de Mexico, like a state?
Like a state. I don't think, have you been to very many? I don't think so, huh?
I just go
to
nomás, pues,
Jalisco.
Con mi familia,
Jalisco.
we go to Chapala,
Which
in
is
Jalisco. Yeah.
Vallarta, Jalisco.
I don't really go anywhere. Vamos a, pues, con la familia, vacaciones, vamos a Puerto Vallarta. In Jalisco. Yeah, we're just always in Jalisco.
Jalisco,
yeah.
Jalisco es el único país que conoce, right?
Sí.
Estado, perdón. Estado que conoce.
Or we drive down to, you know.
Like Rosarito and stuff, but yeah, no. They're talking like in Mexico.
Jalisco.
Pero después se va a ir de turista, no crean. You should.
And yeah, I've only been, I think,
Mexico City, though, too.
Oh, I've been to Mexico City.
En DF también ha sido.
Yeah. Jalisco. Entonces.
Por ahora, porque ya va a empezar a hacer travel around the world y vas a conocer más lugares, me imagino.
I would love that.
Yeah.
God willing.
Yeah.
Primero Dios, ¿verdad? Bueno, también alguien preguntó, what is a memorable memory when you were at TCU Mariachi?
Ooh. TCU Mariachi, it was a whole journey. Nos empezaron un club.
Okay.
In freshman year, with a peer named Manny. He started the club. And then I just kind of saw a flyer, and they DM'd me about it. And I was like, okay, I'll go. And from there, it was every semester, we worked hard to just keep showing up. But keeping students involved in university is really hard because, you have a bunch of other things going on, your classes, your majors, and going to a club is really difficult. But we stuck through it, and it finally, we performed for some donors. We performed as much as we could, and even through COVID, we couldn't perform, but we tried our best to come back after that. And we had a professor who was very supportive of us, and the music school was very supportive of us, and kind of, I guess they convinced the board or whoever decides what classes are at TCU for it to be an actual mariachi course. So now if you go to TCU, you can enter and enroll to be a part of TCU mariachi class. It's an ensemble credit.
That's cool.
And so our hard work paid off. It became an actual course on TCU campus. And I think most memorable, to answer the question, is fuimos a Mariachi Extravaganza.
Oh, I know. I saw
in Texas. Y we were part of the competition. And we got third place, which I was so excited about.
That's awesome.
Being able to place. And we were only a group that was, as a class, it was our only second year as a class. So
that's really
we
good.
only met once or twice a week. So being able to put on a show set and, experiences like that are really special. So starting as a club and then leaving with an award graduating with an award was really cool.
Oyes, ¿y sí sabían quién eras allá en Extravaganza?
I think some people, but no, not a lot. I don't think so. I think like some people would come up to me. Yeah, some people would come up to me, but everyone was really nice. I really enjoyed my time there. It was cool seeing músicos that were part of Mariachi Sol de Mexico. Cristal, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo está tu familia? Y todo así. But yeah, it was really cool to meet all these people that are just dedicate so much of their life and time to mariachi and mariachi education, and it was a very, very awesome experience to be there.
Awesome.
That's cool. So how does it feel to be the first female in Mariachi Rams? Someone asked.
Oh, it was really cool. It's cool. The Mariachi Rams, they are an awesome group of musicians. I learned so much from them every time I play with them. It's also really fun because my, Theo Chewy's there.
Yeah.
Theo Chewy's always a good time.
He's the best.
But it's an honor, and I feel very grateful that they, want me there, and
Of course.
that I got to do that and continue to do that. So it's a really great experience. And the Rams, they treat the mariachi so good. Every time we show up, feel like we feel special, and we get to have our little show, and, they treat us very well.
That's good.
And it's always a good time, and yeah, I've had nothing but a great experience. So it's been pretty cool.
What's your most memorable memory from playing there? Like, has anything crazy happened, or have you seen a celebrity, or like?
Well, I've only played there a handful of times, obviously, because I joined when the season basically ended.
Yeah.
But the first day, I don't know if I've met. If I'm being honest, I don't know if I've met any football players or celebrities. We played for an event that I guess a lot of the Rams people were at. It was for the coaches, but I don't know who anyone is. So I could have been standing next to a player. And
but like she's saying just celebrity in general. Like,
no, I don't think so. No.
Nothing too memorable yet.
Not yet.
But my first game, my college roommate was there.
What?
Yeah.
What are the odds?
Yeah.
like,
What are you doing here, girl?
Hey, girl. I was like, yeah, by the way, I work here. I was like, hey. Yeah, so that was pretty crazy. She got to see me sing in the SoFi Stadium. So
Cool.
that was pretty cool.
Cool. That's so funny.
Yeah.
So, cuéntanos cómo es que empezaste la música de mariachi. Aunque sabemos que eres hija de quien eres, no simplemente por ser hija de quien eres quiere decir que vas a salir músico de mariachi. So, cuéntanos cómo es que tú empezaste la música de mariachi. ¿Te kind of forzó tu papá o tú dijiste yo quiero aprender?
That's a good question.
Pienso que es poquito de los dos, pero en una manera no mal.
No,
Yeah.
claro.
Yeah.
claro.
Pues yo recuerdo que cuando yo era niña, nomás estoy cantando cada día con pues Karina,
Ajá.
Melody, y también, Christian, mi hermano Cristian también puede cantar muy bonito. Y pues escuchando mi papá cantando cada día, y cuando fuimos al Cielito Lindo me encantaba la música. Y sí, I'm trying to remember. Yo recuerdo que mi papá decía, mija, vas a cantar con nosotros en el Cerritos, o vas a cantar con nosotros en, Sol de México. Tocaron muchos años al Balboa Bay Club. En Newport. Vas a cantar aquí con nosotros. Like, okay. Like 6 or 7. Like, okay, sure. But I remember sitting in my room trying to learn these words and how to sing in Spanish, because cuando yo era niña, yo hablaba más español.
Okay.
Porque pues yo tenía una nana.
Ajá. Tu nana.
Mi nana.
Era mexicana.
Era mexicana de México y
nomás te hablaba en español.
cada día, nomás en español. Pero aprendiendo para cantar en español es poquito diferente porque las frases están como conectadas diferente, como y sentando ahí como a 7 años o 6 años. ¿Por qué estás diciendo las palabras así, pero están escrito diferente? Cuando estamos hablando, los decimos diferente. Mi papá diciendo, pues tú necesitas decir las palabras así porque están dentro del rhythm, o del ritmo, o escuchan mejor así. Yeah, I remember learning Cucurucucú, Paloma, that one.
Tu hit que te cantaste en el Cerritos cuando estabas bien bebito.
I honestly don't remember. Navidad.
No, esa no, la otra. You sang Por un Amor.
Oh.
Yeah, right. Era un concierto del Sol de México. ¿No has visto ese video, Cristal?
No.
I haven't.
No, man. What? Se los voy a poner
¿En Cerritos?
Creo que eran Cerritos. Eran un concierto con el sol y te sacó tu papá. Estabas literal así una chaparrita, chiquita, así, con su micrófono en traje negro. Creo que cantaste Por un Amor. Tu papá casi se moría ya, viéndote. Hermosa. Lo vamos a poner el link cuando subamos este episodio para que lo vean. Y se ve igualita, ¿eh? Quiero que se la carita igual. Increíble, la van a ver chiquitita. I think you must have been like 4 to 6 years old, if that. That was baby.
I don't really remember what age they started putting me to sing.
Yeah, you were a baby. You were
6
little
or something.
You were beautiful.
But yeah, we just found a video of me singing El Pastor in I think Balboa Bay Club, and I'm standing there in my purple traje. I'm looking at my dad. I'm like, when do I come in? And I'm like, I'm taking breath, not knowing when to take my breath for the next phrase. And my tío Chuy's like behind me. He's like, just watching.
Ay, cuando quieras. Mi tío Chuy.
But, yeah, and then recuerdo tocando el violín. ¿El violín?
Violín.
Yeah, violín. Cuando yo fui 6 años. Con una maestra que su estudio está cerquita de aquí, pero nomás haciendo Suzuki y,
lo básico que te enseñan para lo clásico, para empezar.
Sí. Y
¿te aburrías con lo clásico?
Poquito, porque yo quería tocar la música de mariachi, pero mi papá decía, no, tienes que preparar con el fundamentals de la música classical, classical fundamentals. It'll help you. But, starting classical and then starting solecitos really helped me, But, the style, you know how you want it to sound.
Mm-hmm. Right.
When you're playing, when you hear a trumpet player and you're like, that sounds good, or maybe I'd play it a different way.
Mm-hmm.
Or when you're playing, like when I'm playing my violin and I know already what I want it to sound like, or the appoggiaturas or the slides or the bowings. Going from classical, that's the hardest part. Going from classical to mariachi is the bow stylistically, because it uses so much more bow and aggressiveness in mariachi music. So that was the biggest hurdle, and still is, the biggest hurdle for me, I think, is the bow hand. It's so important,
Yeah.
Mm. Okay, next question. And this is a really good question.
Okay.
Is she going to take over the family business? If so, when? And I think they mean the mariachi business.
Yeah, of course, not the restaurant
What does
business.
that mean?
Obvious.
I mean, I don't know. Right now, I'll say is like, after graduating, I was like, okay, what am I going to do? So I've just been working really hard to be there in meetings and go to as many, like I went to the El Centro concert with my dad,
Right.
just being around my parents, I think a lot of people don't realize how much my mom has to do with
100%.
literally getting everything to function.
Yeah.
And like keeping everything going. Because my dad is so creative. He always has new ideas. So having my mom there to help push and like make things happen is really important.
Right.
But yeah, I try to go to as many meetings as I can, or help now that I'm graduated in any way that I can, and just listen and learn. Like the other day, my dad had an interview, and he was just on the phone in the kitchen, and I just sat there the entire time and listened to the whole thing, because they ask him stuff and questions, and like he's talking about things or like business meetings that I'm like, oh, you learn so much just by being around
him,
the environment of my mom and my dad and how they make everything work. And now Joseph gets to be a part of that. He's working so hard. But I don't know. I mean, I would love to, obviously, one day take over in the sense of Hernandez Productions. And, right now, what's very important to me is the education. I love teaching. So Mariachi Heritage Society is so important to keep, mariachi education going and teaching in the after school programs. And right now that's kind of where my mind is at. That's kind of where my mind is at right now. If I'm focusing in on anything, it's learning how to run the whole education program, the Mariachi Heritage program. It's a lot. You're working with other people, not just the teachers in the office. You're working with school districts, and you're learning about curriculum, and you're learning about, it's a whole thing. But, my parents have so many businesses. It's a lot.
Ahorita que dices de the school districts and stuff, ¿cómo es que, digamos, un distrito de Los Ángeles pudiera empezar un programa de mariachi? Es un proceso, me imagino.
Sí, tenemos programas en El Monte, y tenemos programas en, actually, I think that one just ended. But we have some programs in LA, but it's just more of the school districts caring about us.
Isn't it more like supply and demand, or like demand? The more demand that there is, did they have to want it though? They have to ask about it enough.
We go to school districts, and we're like, if you need an after-school program, and we're like, this is Mariachi Heritage Society. We teach after-school programs, and we teach mariachi, blah, blah, blah. We come up with what we're about. We give a presentation, and then if they feel interested or like it'll connect with their students, then they'll ask us to be a part, and then, they do the business dealings, and then...
Mm-hmm. Es lo que preguntaba, o sea, ustedes van al distrito de cualquier ciudad y dan presentación. So, yo estoy hablando por la ciudad mía, yo vivo en Pasadena, allá no tienen nada de eso, eso sería ideal, porque hay mucho latino y mexicano en esa área. So, okay, esto es para después, but sería bueno.
It's also getting...
There was people... Sorry to interrupt
I was saying it's also having enough teachers and, people to be involved, so...
But that was a good question though, because there was a comment I think that said, like, somebody commented on Alex's Instagram post and said, like, how do we go about expanding the
program,
the
right?
program, or getting it to our schools or something like that, because you say that because he put out the point where it said mariachi education is very important. So the lady was like, well, how do we get it out here? Like, you say that it's important, but like, what are the steps that we need to take to get it to other school districts?
Yeah, I mean, it's just...
so that was a good answer. I mean, like, you guys have to ask for it enough. I guess that would make sense, right?
But what we can do also en este video también, cuando lo subamos, podemos poner el enlace de Mariachi Heritage Society, que es lo que dice ella, donde enseñan la escuela de mi tío.
De José Hernández.
De José Hernández. Solo podemos poner ahí por si algún maestro o alguien del distrito está interesado, solamente hagan clic y los va a llevar ya para la información. So that'll help other people out.
And it's also really important to have, the kids are kids. They don't control their lives and where they go. It's their their parents and teachers. So having kids that are really committed and having the parents tell their kids, like, you're staying after school to do this. I'm not, they can't take their kids out early because we only see them so many times a week. So it's really important to have parents invested as well in their kids.
as much as their kids.
I mean, if the parents aren't invested and the kids don't see that their parents care about it, then the kids are going to be less likely to care about it. So
exactamente lo que dice, yo he dicho en los últimos 2 episodios lo mismo, que no nomás es el trabajo del estudiante, del hijo, es 100% también del padre, porque si el padre no está involucrado al 100, los hijos no van a salir, o sea, preparados. So, en otras palabras, no hay que perder el tiempo de los maestros ni de otros niños quizás que quieran estar allí realmente, si no se van a comprometer a hacerlo al 100%, porque es también, como dice ella, los niños, los papás les dicen, vas a ir, pero los papás también tienen que estar al 100% involucrados y decir, no, lo vas a hacer y tienes que ir y tienes que estudiar, porque es un trabajo de dos, de niño y de papá. 100%. I agree, because I go through that with mine, so 100%.
And also the Mariachi Nationals too.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of what another part, the business question is something that I'm also very interested in right now, is learning how that works, how the planning is and everything. So little bit by bit, I'm learning of, the Mariachi Nationals it's like a 3-day, más o menos 3-4 day, I don't know.
¿Podemos decir los días ya?
Yeah, it's out. I think they just put it out.
¿Ya lo pusieron?
Yeah, it's on the website. You can sign up.
¿Puedo decir el día?
Yeah.
El día de los Mariachi Nationals, que es literalmente es casi como 3 o 4 días de clínicas que enseñan a estudiantes beginning, intermediario, intermediate, because I even messed up in Spanish too, y advanced. So, son 3 niveles y también tienen concurso de canto. Lo hacen cada año en la Santa Ana College. Y este año los días son el 30 de julio a el 3 o 4 de agosto, creo. Creo que el 3 el cuarto y 4. Y el primer domingo de agosto es el concierto en la feria, que es en the OC Fair. Pero igual, pueden meterse a mariachinationals.com. También lo vamos a poner aquí el link por si quieren participar. Es súper divertido. Yo no toco, pero yo nomás voy para hacerme ahí. Sí les ayudo, pero me hago, yo nomás ando ahí viendo todo.
She's like the mom of the whole.
No, yo nomás voy ahí de metiche. Llevo a mis hijos, pero ahí ando a ver qué. Do you guys need anything? But it's super fun. Tengo muchos años yo llevando a mis hijos. Mi hijo estaba yendo desde que tenía, creo que 4 o 5 años empezó a ir, y es el primer año que no va a ir porque he's starting college.
Oh my
God. Voy a llevar al chiquito. Todavía tengo uno que llevar. So we're happy about that. But yeah, mariachinationals.com. It's great. Si quieren aprender de los mejores músicos, Sol de México y Reinas, is the place to be.
Yeah.
So yeah. Y tengo una pregunta. ¿Cómo es que te sientes saber que ya por fin vas a poder compartir el escenario 100% del tiempo con tu papá?
Like to share the stage.
Yeah, like how do you feel that now that you're like going to be a full-time musician, you're going to be able to share the stage 100% of the time with him? Like if you guys travel with Reinas and Sol, like you're going to be on stage, like.
See, I don't think we'll be performing a lot together.
But like the times that you will, how does that make you feel to be like, oh my God?
I was like, I don't think they perform together a lot.
What about if he's like, ¿sabes qué, Cristal? Va a estar en el Sol de México. Ah, ¿verdad? No piensas eso.
Well,
and another planet.
I was like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm excited I'm really looking forward to the Christmas Cerritos. That's like my favorite. Yeah. But yo ya tuve la oportunidad para compartir el escenario con mi padre en TCU. Cuando él fue a tocar con nosotros,
con la sinfónica.
Con la sinfónica, I was playing with the first violins, and Sol de Mexico was right there in front of us, and I got to play en la orquesta. Y mi papá y el Sol de México también tocando con nosotros, y en el fin del show yo estuve enfrente del escenario con mi padre tocando Son de la Negra, y fue un momento muy especial para mí porque pues es algo que yo quería hacer toda mi vida para tocar con mi papá. Y ahorita estoy muy emocionado para tocar con ellos. Ahorita me encanta tocar con mi tío Chuy cada fin de semana.
He's such a lovable guy.
Porque
es el mejor.
Ya estoy empezando a tocar gigs cada fin de semana. But yeah.
Ahorita que dijiste que estás tocando chambas cada fin de semana, ¿qué consejo le darías a alguien que tiene miedo de empezar a tocar chambas?
Pues yo tenía miedo también. Sigo teniendo miedo, pero pienso que es bien para pues aprender las canciones de cajón as much as you can by yourself, or the regular ones, but asking for help and getting help, y después tocando con grupos que están
bien formados
y también con músicos que tú sabes que van a ayudar a usted. Como yo estoy tocando con el mariachi de Chris ahorita. Es un mariachi como muy... Se ayudan a mí mucho porque yo no conozco muchas canciones. Como, pues, yo sé los básicos, pero no conozco muchas canciones, y está bien porque los otros violines que están ahí están ayudando, y también mi tío Chuy, el adorno. Y también, pero nomás necesitas que ir y tocar, y si no toques, no vas a aprender. Pero
nunca vas a saber.
Sí.
Ya. Solo bueno, estás diciendo que aunque tienes miedo, lo haces, y lo bueno que ellos te apoyan y te ayudan. O sea, si haces un error, no se van a poner de rude and be like, oh, you messed up. No, después te dicen, oh, así va. O sea, se ayudan unos a otros.
Sí, porque en las otras días no estaban así, como mi tío Chuy y mi papá cuando fueron a Disney con Chencho. Si tú no sabías el canción.
If you know, you know.
No,
but yeah, they were really rough.
But I'm fortunate that that's not my experience, and a lot of the times it's there's a lot kinder out there, in my opinion. But maybe that's just me.
Yeah.
So
definitely not the way it was back then.
Yeah.
Definitely not. You guys have it easy.
Yeah,
the things that I've heard.
Yeah. But
just
asking for help and not to be embarrassed, asking for help. Also, YouTube. YouTube is like the best.
Yeah.
Right now, that's what I'm doing. Just playing with as many songs on YouTube. But also, necesitas tocar con grupos que tienen el nivel muy alto musicalmente. No es bueno para tocar con cualquier como grupo o video o algo en Spotify. Si tú sabes que este grupo no tocan bien afinado o no tienen el estilo bien, es mejor no tocar esa canción.
Y no lo está diciendo para hablar mal de nadie, simplemente está dando un ejemplo de lo que le ha ayudado a ella, y es un consejo a los nuevos que quieren ir a trabajar y a chambear. Está diciendo simplemente, vayan con un grupo profesional que tengan un buen nivel musical para que te ayuden a crecer, en otras palabras.
Pero también los videos.
Y los videos también, no nomás busquen a cualquier...
cuando están en tu tiempo y estás ensayando ¿por qué no pones las canciones que los músicos están tocando bien? Necesitas como estar en un atmosphere que tú sabes que estás escuchando la música que es mejor no
escucharla.
You want to keep your rehearsal time dedicated to good music
quality.
And good quality. If you're practicing with bad quality music, then you're going to get in bad habits.
Entonces, ¿por qué no les dices como un ejemplo? ¿Quién es lo que ¿qué es lo que tú escuchas cuando estudias tus canciones de cajón?
Right now, como los Cielito Lindo recordings.
O de los de antes.
Oh,
okay.
With
Perfecto.
Cousin Eric.
Pero pues tiene la mejor escuela, o sea, tienes la mejor escuela, obviamente, pero digo, por los que no tienen acceso a eso, en YouTube, ¿qué buscas en YouTube?
Cielito Lindo YouTube recordings.
Ahí está.
They're right there.
Búscalos.
That's it.
Si ocupas aprender de cajón, métete a YouTube, Cielito Lindo.
Mariachi Sol de México. Pero también hay diferentes estilos.
Obviamente.
Obviamente de mariachi. Pero a mí estoy aprendiendo, obviamente, el estilo de Mariachi Sol de México, Mariachi
de José
Raina,
Hernández.
Porque es un estilo que está como muchos años, generaciones de nuestra familia.
6.
Tenemos un estilo, a specific style. So
un estilo específico.
It's up to us to keep that. And, your question earlier about, taking over and stuff, like, obviously I would love to do that one day with Reina and, like, take over Reina. But Sol de Mexico, I mean, obviously I want to be involved, but I'm not a dude.
You're not a dude.
There has to be someone that'll be willing to step up. But you know what? The guys are doing such a great job right now. I don't know if you guys have seen a concert with him. Obviously there's Casa del Sol, but
no, yes.
If you guys have been to the Soul concert without my dad there yet.
I went a couple of years ago. Fui al Cerritos cuando tu papá no tocó ese año. Hace unos años.
Okay.
Increíble.
Yeah.
Digo, vuelvo a lo mismo y lo voy a decir porque ya sé que siempre hablamos de nuestra familia. Yo y Celeste siempre tenemos esta conversación y no es para presumir ni mucho menos. No quiero que piensen that we're biased. And maybe you know what, we are biased, but this is our family.
Pero tenemos razón.
Es nuestra familia y amamos a nuestra familia, al talento que tienen. Obviamente, venimos de una familia de increíbles músicos de mariachi y yo sé que hay muchas familias muy buenas que tienen músicos de mariachi también, pero obviamente para nosotros la mejor es la nuestra, como para cualquier persona. So, nomás para que sepan, amor y paz a todos los grupos, los queremos y admiramos a todos, nomás para que sepan. But yes, we do sound a little biased, but that's okay. We're okay with that. Pero I just wanted to throw that out there porque yo sé que mucha gente va a decir, ay, pues nomás hablan. Pues claro, vamos a hablar de eso porque es de donde venimos.
Yeah, that's like what we're surrounded with.
Es lo que crecimos en eso. So para nosotros es wow, you know what I mean?
But on the other hand, we are willing to learn and expand our knowledge with other groups and with other styles too. Hopefully soon we have a special guest coming.
Yes.
Should I say?
Yeah.
Chuy Guzman, hopefully we will have. That's a different style. So that's us like trying to expand our knowledge.
Yeah.
I don't want you guys to think that we only flaunt our family, which we have every right to humbly, but that's all we're around. That's all we know,
Yeah.
So we're doing our best. We're doing our best.
That's also why, like a huge reason why I went to Texas.
Right.
I wanted to learn different. I wanted to see what the different style of, you hear so much about Texas mariachis. I'm like, okay, like what is the big deal here? Like I would love to go learn. So I had opportunity to go and study in Texas and study with Mr. Ramon Nino.
Okay.
At Northside High School in Fort Worth and see how he teaches mariachi. Like seeing mariachi being taught was so like foreign to me. I've never seen someone, okay, like we're gonna sit down. This is guitar class. This is a written out son pattern. I learned son.
Yeah, just watch me.
And then the way he like broke it down. Okay, it's actually the bass. I was like, okay, I've never.
Slow for me?
No, it was great. I
Basics.
didn't know the root. I didn't know. You learn here from listening, but to go to Texas and see how they break it down to these kids, and how it's like they've brought traditional mariachi teaching to modern academic teaching music together. So cool. And that's why I'm like being part of the heritage I'm saying is a big thing for me because I want to start. We implemented it, but I want to make it a little bit more structured. But, going to Texas is a whole other thing. Their style is very, influenced, especially in the Valley, by my dad. But, they still have their own touch. So,
but they have a lot of great groups out there, though.
Amazing.
Like, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, they love like, LA should be like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, exactly. I always tell my husband, like, why is it so big over there and not here? Like,
because they have it in the schools.
Like,
it's in like the school. It's a day. Like my class that I taught high school mariachi last semester. So we had varsity, JV, guitar, you know, everything. The JV class would sit in our classroom Monday to Friday, 2 hours a day, and then we'd have 2 days of after school rehearsal.
Wow.
So they were getting mariachi. What is that? 14 hours a week.
Wow.
That's 14
awesome.
hours a week of rehearsal.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
You know? And 14 hours a week, I got to sit and work with a violin section and work with the trumpets and work with the armonía and me learn from them and them learn from me. And, you know, it was really, really cool. So,
yeah.
That's awesome. Bueno, unfortunately, this has come to an end. I'm sad.
We are getting to the end of our podcast.
Le quiero dar las gracias otra vez de nuevo a mi prima. Felicidades por hacer lo que estás haciendo.
Gracias.
I'm very, very proud of you. Es un honor para mí que seas mi prima. Te quiero muchísimo y tú lo sabes. Cualquier cosa que ocupes, ya sabes que nomás me hablas y aquí estoy para ti. I love you very much.
Love you. Thank you.
Love you, Chulis.
I love you. Thank you for being on
Thanks
our podcast.
for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Hopefully I answered your questions well.
It was awesome
You did
getting
great.
to know you more.
Déjenos saber cualquier pregunta que tengan para ella. También le podemos volver a preguntar. Si quieren una parte 2, déjenos saber y ella está disponible. Mientras tanto, saludcita, primas. Gracias.
Salud.
Cheers.
Adiós.
Adiós.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you for watching and listening. Bye.